Hello! Healthy boundaries after a traumatic brain injury. Hi, I am Janet Shane. I'm a certified mindset and transformation coach. Years ago, I walked through a brain injury that completely changed my life, and throughout that journey, I have learned how to rebuild my confidence, my peace, and my purpose. Today, I help women healing after a brain injury do the same. And in this video, we're going to be talking about one of the most important skills you will ever learn on your recovery journey. Protecting your peace. Peace is not something that is just happens. After a traumatic brain injury, peace is something you learn to build and nurture and guard intentionally. And if you don't, the world around you, the expectations, the noise, the guilt, the pressure will pull you right back into overwhelm and self-doubt and emotional exhaustion. Today, I want to show you how to break that pattern and to step into a life where peace is your foundation, not a distant dream. But before we dive in fully, I want you to stay with me until the very end, because I am going to give you access to my affirmations lead magnet, which includes daily declarations specifically designed for women healing after a brain injury. These affirmations retain your mindset, calm your nervous system, and strengthen your identity as you rebuild your life. And they are completely free. So stay with me, because they will help you feel more grounded starting today. And it takes doing it day after day after day and building the Lego blocks of affirming your greatness. How do I know that? Because that's exactly what I have done. At first I was like, but I don't believe it. Or, a coach had wanted me to think great things about myself, and that was really hard. But with time and healing from the inside, you too can do it. So now, let's get into this. Let's talk about what it actually means to protect your peace. Protecting your peace after a traumatic brain injury isn't about hiding from life or avoiding the people. It's about honoring your energy, your brain, and your capacity, your values, and your healing. It's about understanding what restores you and what drains you. And most importantly, it's about choosing what aligns with the woman you are becoming, not the woman others want you to be, or that you think that you should be, that you were before. These things bring us to the first major loop of today's video, awareness. Before you can protect your peace, you have to know what threatens it. And this might surprise you, but for many women healing from a brain injury, the biggest threats are not loud environments, bright lights, or busy schedules. The biggest threat is their internal self-pressure, people-pleasing, guilt, fear of disappointing others, and belief that they're supposed to push through it, and self-judgment for every little thing. This internal dialogue steals more peace than anything else. You may say yes when your entire body is begging you to say no. Rest. You may tolerate conversations that leave you feeling invisible or dismissed, or feeling like, well, that was a real stab in my heart. But you may keep up appearances even when your soul is tired. You think you're fooling other people, but you're not. You may carry that emotional weight of everyone around you, feeling responsible for their comfort while ignoring your own needs and your own body's signs and signals. And I want you to hear this clearly. Your peace matters. Your healing matters. Your energy matters. It is all important. And you are allowed to build a life that nourishes you, lets you move into the boundaries that protect your peace. Boundaries aren't walls, they are doors, so they can open and close. And you can open them a little and then shut it, or open it a little and open it all the way. You get to decide what comes in and what stays out. After your brain injury, boundaries become essential because your brain is already doing more work than most people can see. You have to take extra steps to keep yourself safe and to be able to complete tasks. That means you need to protect the protection all around you. Your energy, your time, your environment, and your emotional space. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Boundaries after your brain injury are not selfish. They are necessary. No one ever told me that. Like, I have people pleased and done things for other people, even when I didn't want to, because I thought, well, if I would do it for them, then they would hopefully do it for me. It doesn't work that way. But it's okay. I don't regret anything I've ever done in my life and all the times that I've stepped out and I've helped other people. But now I understand I don't have to always give. I'm allowed to receive. And so boundaries are necessary, and they are an act of self-love. They are an act of survival, and they are an act of becoming who you ultimately are meant and created to be. One of the most powerful boundaries is simply giving yourself permission to say, I can't do that right now, today, without guilt. Your values do not come from how many tasks you complete or how many people you please. Your value is in who you are, not in what you produce. Now, let's enter another message. Your inner peace is rebuilt through intention, not effort. The old version of you may have thrived in chaos, multitasking, or high pressure. And you know what? I have heard more than 1, 2, or 3 times. We're actually not designed to multitask. That was a thing in the 90s. Oh, can you multitask? You need to multitask. No, doing one task at a time from beginning to end and then moving on is actually more time saving and will take the pressure off of you that multitasking may be not an easy task to do. It's okay. It's actually the better way to go. But the new version of you, the woman you are healing and evolving and stepping into, is a wiser identity than what you're allowing to be present right now. And it needs gentleness and space and calmness from you. Your nervous system will always tell you the truth if you listen to it. By putting your hands on your heart and not listening to what this is always saying, but putting your hands here on your heart and listening to it. And what does the voice say? Yes, the voice will probably be in your head, but the voice without your hand on your heart and the voice with it on, you'll have two different kind of things coming at you. So try that. Ask yourself something and don't have your hands on your heart. And then ask that same question and have your hand on your heart. See what happens. When you feel tight or tense or overwhelmed and rushed, overstimulated and emotional, this is your body asking for peace. Not more doing, not more pretending, and definitely not more proving to other people that you're who you are supposed to be. Peace comes when you follow the signs your brain is giving you instead of fighting them. Peace comes when you listen. Peace comes when you honor your limits. Peace comes when you choose you. And here's the beautiful part. When you protect your peace, you don't become weaker. You actually become stronger. You don't become smaller. You become clearer. And you don't become less available. You become more aligned with what you're called to do in your life. Letting go of what steals your peace, that's not always going to be easy. Because there are things that we have had in our lives for a longer period or all of our lives before and after the injury that really you're better without. And I know it's hard to let go, but when you start to see and make changes and adjustments, you can see how you can shine extra bright that you couldn't before. This can feel uncomfortable sometimes, but because sometimes the things you need to let go of are habits and patterns and the expectations you put on yourself, or even relationships that you have held onto for years, that you walk away and you're like, I'm so drained. Losing energy when you're around someone means that they're not the right energy for you. But healing requires you to let them go. Peace requires you to let them go. And you may need to let go of the belief that you must always be strong. Because you don't. You're allowed to lean on God and the people that are fighting the road and traveling the path with you. Release the belief that you must meet everyone's expectations. Let go of the pressure that you need to explain yourself. That is a big one, because we as a survivor feel that we need to explain why we did what we did, why we're thinking what we're doing, why we took the actions that we did, and how we got to the outcome that we did. And you know what? When you start to realize that no one deserves that explanation except you, yourself, things will start to shift. Release that pressure and just explain it to yourself. Let go of the need for others to fully understand your brain injury and how it has affected you in your life. It's no one's business really, but yours. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't share if they ask, but if they don't ask, it's not their place to know. It's not their place to understand. It's most important if you know and you understand. So let go of the guilt around choosing to rest and let your body catch up when it's been overstimulated. You don't need to earn the right to protect your peace. It is a God-given gift that you're allowed to protect your peace. Peace is your birthright. Healing is your birthright. And having a calm nervous system is something that you were gifted with as a baby. And you need to protect it protect your house. Now let's move into the final setting here. Building a life where peace becomes your default setting, that is where everything comes together. Protecting your peace is not about one decision. It's about daily alignment in the actions you take, and the thoughts you think, and the words you choose. It's choosing the routines that will nourish you. Do you have a morning routine to get your day going and have the intention set? Do you have an evening routine that sets you up to calm down your mind and to settle you down and to stop having screens in front of you to prepare you for rest? That's important. Rest is so important. It's creating an environment that supports you. It's surrounding yourself with people who will respect your healing. It's also setting expectations that match your real capacity. And it's consistently checking in with yourself multiple times a day on reminders is a great way to do it. I do that with my 3-step that I coach and I share and I help. And in between there's other awareness that you can do to check your words and your thoughts. How does this feel in my body? How am I feeling at this moment? Does this align with my healing? Is this choice honoring my peace, or is it draining it because I want to keep them happy? And I want you to remind you, the more you protect your peace, the more powerful you will become. Calm is so powerful. Clarity and presence are power too, that help you in your daily life. And having a regulated nervous system will give you strength beyond what your understanding is right now. Peace is not passive. Peace is just strength. Now, before we go, I want to give you something that will support you immediately. I have created a beautiful affirmation guide specifically for women healing after a brain injury, and it's completely free. These affirmations retain your brain to focus on strength, safety, identity, self-worth, and inner peace. They are designed to support your dealing and calming your nervous system every single day. Every day. So don't forget to download your free affirmations guide in the description. Just check the link in there and click that link. It's my gift to you, and I know it will help you, and it will help you feel more grounded and supported on your journey. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Protect your peace. It is not just a lesson, it's a transformation, and you deserve to live a way that honors the beautiful power, the healing woman you are becoming. And if you like this video at all, and if you've gotten anything out of it, please hit that like button and subscribe to this so you'll be notified when I release other videos that can help you. And I hope that these boundaries helps you with the coming holiday season. Thank you much.